Hello, Faye Bryant here with another daily devotion. Let me introduce myself. I am an author, coach, and speaker who helps women escape the lies of the enemy, live into God's truth, and build a better life. First, by healing, feeling, dealing, and healing their way through a stuck future or an abused past toward a deeper path of purpose and the unhackable life of their chosen legacy. Let's look at scripture today and see how it applies to our lives. We're looking at 1 Corinthians 13:13. Three things will last forever: faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is love. Let's talk. This ending verse of the love chapter, used at so many weddings over the years, is rich with meaning that we oftentimes miss. We take faith, hope, and love in their simplest meanings. But is that what Paul was actually saying? We'll live forever? Let's take a quick look into a better understanding of the original language. Faith equals conviction and belief respecting man's relation to God and divine things. Hope is joyful and confident expectation of eternal salvation. Love equals true affection for God and man, growing out of God's love for and in us. And these three equals these choicest graces. I feel like I could stop here and just read these over and over again until I really wrap my mind around them. It brings tears to my eyes to see the depth of these words that we so flippantly toss around. Faith, hope, love. Yeah. Do you see how this understanding can change what we mean when we say, I have faith in you? See that as, I have conviction and belief about your relation to God and all his divine things. Or, I know that you are made in God's image, chosen by him, and his purposes for you are amazing. What about, I hope you're well? Perhaps that's, I have joyful and confident expectation that you are secure in your eternal salvation. Instead of, I love my family, we're saying, I have the truest affection for God and my family that grows out of God's love for me and in me. All words have meaning, and we should learn to use them well. Scripture tells us that our words carry life or death. When we wield them carelessly, we can wound and even kill. Probably not a physical death, but we can kill someone's spirit in an instant with the words we speak. Let's look today at what it means to have faith, hope, and love, and to realize that the greatest of these three choicest graces is love. Love that we can't conjure up, but lives in us as God through Christ lives in us and loves through us. These are what will live forever. Let's choose them most. Coffee, Bible, journal. Knowing these deeper meanings brings out the richness of these verses. To know that these three things are going to live forever. And it's not just the simplistic way we look at these three words or these three concepts, but it's the amazing riches of these three concepts, that they're not just unquantifiable thoughts. They have meaning. They are real. They are deep. And they are amazing. These aren't just words that we throw about willy-nilly. They have a deep spiritual and emotional meaning. How can we use these better as we move forward in our lives? How can we say, and mean, I believe in you. I have faith in you. I have faith in God. How can we say, I hope? I hope the weather's good tomorrow. But there's a deeper hope. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying we don't say, I hope the weather's good tomorrow, because, we hope for good things and we hope for things that we would like to see. But this deeper meaning, as we're talking to and about people, we need to keep that in mind of what we're saying. We need to keep in mind what we're really saying, what our words actually mean, and be careful to use them correctly, to speak life and not death. Yeah. And so this love, these three are going to live forever. These three things are going to live forever. My new car isn't going to live forever. My home that I spend so much time in will not live forever. My people will not live. Well, now let's back up on that one. They will. They will. So the people in our lives will live forever. And these three things, faith, hope, and love, they're going to live forever. So it would make sense that we focus on these the most. When we focus on the people in our lives, God first, always God first. And as we work His will in our lives, we're going to be considering the people in our lives. And as we consider the people in our lives, we need to be applying these things that will live forever: faith, hope, and love. Wow. So let's do this today. Let's choose to express our faith, our hope, and our love, knowing that all three come from God and revolve around God as we speak them to the people in our lives, to point them to God, to encourage and uplift them in God and ourselves too. Have faith in yourself. Speak these truths into yourself as well. It's okay. You should. When you know who you are in God, when you know who you are in God, you are better able to share with others who they are in God. Yes, absolutely. So listen, you can do this. I know you can. I have faith in you. I have conviction and belief. I know that you are made in God's image, chosen by Him, and His purposes for you are amazing. Yes, absolutely yes. I appreciate that you come and visit with me each day, and that we get to share scripture and look at how it applies to our everyday walking around lives. And I just adore you for that. I hope that you keep coming back and that you learn how to look in the scriptures and apply them to your lives as well. If you are visiting with me and you have heard anything I ever say, you have heard me say that you have a unique purpose. You were designed and purposed by God with a specific reason. Sometimes we either don't know what that reason is, or we try to get to it and we don't, and we just keep falling back and we just can't get there. I have a tool for you. If that's where you're at, if you feel like you're just a hamster on a wheel, trying and never getting where you want to be, never accomplishing your goals, seeming like your time is just wasted, visit theunhackable.life.com. Soak up the information there. Take the assessment. Absolutely free, absolutely without obligation. I won't know what you put in there unless you tell me, but I would love to discuss it with you. That's up to you. Absolutely. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you. Thank you. And I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and be sure to hit the notification bell. That way you'll know when these go live. Okay, I think that's everything. Let's work on our faith, hope, and love today, shall we? Until next time, I'm Faye Bryant. Bye-bye.